Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we are going to paint some wildflowers in a group. So basically I'm using this masking tape. It is totally optional. If you don't have it, don't use it, and just stick it in between the sheet. I'm using it in a lower direction a little bit, and again this is optional. If you don't have it, don't use it. Now we are going to start with the red color, and I am mixing little bit of orange also into it and creating some simple flowers. So you just need to create some round shape in a group, and all these are wild flower, so you can definitely take inspiration from the real flower. So I'm creating some random pattern like these in a group, and basically I'm going to create two groups like these. So this is our first flower, and you can have all these flowers separately as well, but I'm creating a flower meadow kind of pattern because I want to convert this into a greeting card. So when you combine all these things together, we are also going to add foliages at the end to finish. So you can definitely convert your craft into greeting card or bookmarks or any miscellaneous item. Now with the help of green color, I am creating a stem. You can connect all the flowers together with mini stems, and you can also have small green pattern around it to make it look like we have some green elements also, like leaf or maybe flower bird, those kind of things. So this is the first flower. Now I'm mixing more blue into it to make it little darker, and then I'm creating a curve like this with the help of blue color. You can use any color, but I'm using blue color, and you can create a bell kind of shape. So this is more like a bluebell flower. So just create a U kind of shape and create a small curve at the base to make it look like these are bells, and make all these flowers in a sequence like these. So this is the one string of all the flowers, and we also need to connect all these flowers together with the main stems with the help of green color itself. So I'm creating a small stem to connect, and at the tip of this string you can have small green element, some random green element you can have. It is more like some flower birds are there which are not bloomed yet, and then longer leaves like this. So these are one stroke leaves. I am dragging my brush little longer to have little longer leaves and releasing it slowly to have a pointed end. So it is quite simple to paint, as you can see, right? So I'm also adding leaf for these as well. I think we can have some green element for these flowers as well. So adding some small leaf like this, and we're done with second flower as well. Now let's move to the third one. So third one is also a bit of hanging flower. So in this one I'm creating a round shape like this, not exactly round shape, but you can have a bell kind of shape more towards a rounder in a structure, because in the first one we have created little longer bell shape. In this one it is little bit on the round side. So that is the difference, and you can have it in a group like this. So this is not in a sequence like we did with the blue one. So this is more in a group like this, and then with the help of green color we are going to paint other elements like stem, small stems connecting the main stem, and leaf like we did for the previous flower. So just do these kind of things as per your need, as per your choice, as per your imagination. You can take inspiration from real flower for sure, and you can have something like this and just combine all these flowers in a single place and have a flower meadow kind of structure. You can have different shades of green. So basically when you mix different kind of blue like cobalt blue or ultramarine blue, and if you have a different kind of yellow like Indian yellow or lemon yellow, try mixing all these things, and you can have different shades of green altogether, and you can utilize all the green shade in this particular painting. So for the leaf I did it just like the previous one, but this time little bit on the thicker side. Now we're done with this one as well. If you want, you can have more flowers, like you can have more blue flowers or more purple flower, but I want to have different flowers, so that's why I'm doing all the flowers in a little different way. So with the help of orange color, this time creating a simple flower. So you can have petals in a round shape like this. And one thing you can do to have different perspective, you can keep the petal size smaller and bigger. So at one side you can have bigger petals, and at another side you can have smaller petal, and you will eventually see a perspective into your flower. So that is something you can do rather than keeping all the petals in a similar size. And then with the help of green color you can create stem, and you can also have a small negative space in between the petals to create the center part of the flower. So this is basically the first layer. I am letting all the petals to dry, and then eventually once all the petals get dry completely, you can paint another layer of petals. So my petals are not dried, and you can have more petals in between to make it little bushier. So this is something you can do when your previous petal have dried completely, and then you can create the center part of the flower. So to create the center part of the flower, you can use either brown color, or you can also use blue color, like I am using little hint of black into it. So this one is also done. Now let's move to the next one. Now I'm going to use yellow color, and with the help of yellow color let's create a simple flower. So petals like this in a group, making a simple flower, nothing fancy as such. And you can have little smaller, little bigger petal in a round shape, and keeping a small negative space, exactly like we did in the orange flower, but the only difference is we have lesser petal into it and bigger in size. And then you can have little different shade of green altogether. You can mix little bit of red into the existing green. You can also have little bit of more blue into it to have the different shade of green altogether. So these things you can do by your own, and you can have stems and leaf for this particular flower as well. So try creating bigger leaf, smaller leaf, longer leaf, broader leaf. So whatever kind of leaf you can have, you can utilize all those kind of leaves for different flowers that you have. And if you want, you can have more petals to make it little bushier, but the only thing you need to consider here is let it dry for some time and then try creating another layer of petals. So keeping things simple, I think this much is fine for this particular flower. Now let's have a couple of more flowers here, because we have little space here. So I just want to fill this particular area with more flower. So creating some simple flower, 3 to 4 strokes in a round shape. And you can also have some random pattern of flower as well. It's totally fine to have some random pattern as well. And then the green element for these flowers as well, stems and leaf like we did for other flowers. Now in between space that we have, I just want to fill all those area with more foliages and leaf kind of pattern into it. So I'm creating a big patch of green color, mixing cobalt blue and Indian yellow, and then just going in between area. You can have longer foliages, smaller in size, grass kind of pattern. So basically I just want to fill in between gaps that we have, and to make this structure little bushier and to make it more on the green side. So basically we have multiple green element around it, and few flowers are coming from that particular area. So something like this you can do. And because we have masking tape, we don't need to think about the length of the element, because anyways we have covered that area with the help of masking tape. So if you're not using masking tape, just a little conscious around that particular part. And we are done with today's video. Because I want to convert this into a greeting card, I have used masking tape, so just release it slowly and carefully, and then you can write anything, you can have any message in this particular area. And I hope this video is easy and simple to follow. Please do let me know if you have any kind of feedback for me, and thank you so much for watching my videos. If you like my videos, please do subscribe to my channel, and see you all in the next video.